Hi everyone, this is an update to Practisim Designer for the PC. This is a new update called version 0.28. There's a bunch of things. This is a huge update. I've basically massively overhauled the prop system. I've adjusted the steel physics. I've tweaked some audio here and there. There's also a full screen and windowed mode as well if you hit F11. Added a green grass bay, so for instance if you want a nicer looking bay you have something like that. Also added measurements as requested by some of the beta testers. So for instance, any of the top 4 bays, I've already laid out the measurements, basically 3 feet or 1 meter increments. They're very close, they're not super exact, but rough enough for stage planning, I believe. I've also added a bunch of stuff, for instance, metric fault lines. So some of you who are in the ipsc community have requested for metric fault lines. So if you go over to stage markers, you see that I have 7, 8, 9 are basically imperial measurements, 2 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet, all the way to 12, and then I have 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter increments as well. There's also a bunch of new props, so instead of just showing the menu, I'll just load up one of those files that I've created. So here it is, all the props in all its glory. As you can see, I have a bunch. I lay down almost every single prop there is in the game into one stage so you can take a look and enjoy them yourself. So you can see here, these are all the metric fault lines, these are all the imperial fault lines. I have new pre-built hardcover targets. They already have hardcovers on them. Also built new hardcover styles, include this diagonal style for instance. I also have props that are pre-made, for instance a 2 targets with a no shoot slanted, 2 targets with no shoot straight. I've also added new targets for ipsc, so you have double total targets, we have split total targets, we have slanted, tilted basically, and all the different types of cutouts if you like. You notice at the back I have the NRAD ones on the stand, on a shot stand. Also if you notice this weird looking spaceship looking target, that's the official ipsc rifle target. I've also added a bunch of steel targets and different types of steel props. For instance, this is a flip up, so if I go to simulate mode and I shoot it, you see that it flips up for you to reveal the target. There's also a uspsa equivalent over there. I have of course you have your plates. I have the pre-built plates on the stand, so you don't have to place the stand and place the plates yourself. Also have plates that are stuck on the stand, which you can shoot, and they have a different kind of sound effect. You notice this cool looking thing behind is called a spinner, so you can even shoot a spinner like that. Oh, no. There we go. You also have big plates on a stand, so these are great for all steel types of stages or steel challenge stages. They react differently. I've also changed the steel physics. For most of the steel props, they all react a little bit more accurate now with the better sounding system. This is a inline plate rack, which if you engage from the front, you have to shoot from the front to the back. Also have a few things new. For instance, you see a barricade, a Bianchi barricade with a port. Now I have 3-gun barrels for you to drop your rifles or your shotguns. I also have 3-gun stowaway things. I don't know what you officially call this. We also have a port for you to drop a pistol. And you notice this is a flip down target, where when you activate this target, it flips the target down for you to shoot. So for instance, let me go back to editing mode, or let's go to activation mode and say once I shoot this prop, I want you to activate that prop. So let's go to simulation. If I shoot it, you see it just pops down and then you can engage it. So those are pretty cool. For those of you who don't know, poppers are both rearward falling and also forward falling. So it's very simple. So all you have to do is to drop the popper, and if you want a forward falling, you just drop the popper and you spin it around. Right? It's fairly simple. So let's go with simulation mode. This is a typical rearward falling popper. And if I hit for forward falling, you see how slow it reacts. That's pretty accurate as well. This works for all poppers, the ipsc and the Colt speed steel poppers as well. For those of you who are interested in steel challenge, we made some steel plates. So if you go to the steel menu, you'll see under wrong one, steel menu, we have the official, I believe it's 8 by 24, sorry, 18 by 24. This is the official big large plate. And then if you go over to the other menu, we have a round plate 10-inch and then a 12-inch round plate, and the stop plate should be 12 inch as well, and that's basically red. So now you can just go and hit the stop plate. I mean, you can simulate and create your own steel challenge stages, which is really fun. So there you go. I hope you guys download the latest version 0.28, and start building your stages, or if you haven't already, and share them with me. I would love to see some of your cool looking designs. Again, please give me some feedback as to how the designer can be improved, or if you have encountered any bugs in the system, please do let me know as well. Well, hope you enjoy it.